Systems and processes. Now we're going to define a system as a collection of processes. We're going to define a process as a list of steps. Now, the way that I actualize this in my life and the way that I actually realize what this really means is through my content. When I started creating content, after I began to put out volume, I realized that, I'll give an example. When I create shorts on YouTube, I do 7 shorts. I turn those into 4 TikToks, and I also do 3 reels. And now I do this every day. That's a part of my process. Another part of the process is, after I've obviously recorded these, as I'm putting them out, the way that I'm going to title the short will be according to something that I said within the main point that I was trying to get across, or the first thing that I said when I started to say the video. Now, usually, hopefully, those are the same thing. When they are, awesome, that's my short. To translate from that to TikTok, it's you take the video itself. What I used to be able to do is to download directly off of YouTube and then put that on TikTok. But when that failed, then, because I'm a problem solver, I went onto my gallery and posted from scratch the same video that I posted as a short. I'm now posting as a TikTok, and I'm using that exact same titling as the title to this one. And then to create reels, I was using my tweets from X, or whatever you want to call it. And I would use a picture of mine that would match the sort of emotion and a song that would tie all of this together, just to make it a bit more entertaining, because reels favor moving pictures more than they favor just a standalone picture. But if you make it attractive enough through the music, you make enough sense, make it alluring enough, then you can actually generate a bit of something using just a still picture. But the main point we're trying to get home is this. That is my process. That is step by step. I just gave to you step by step how I create my shorts. Meaning the shorts can now be created independent of myself. I can now be here recording, give it off to someone else, and then give them that list. When they get that list of step 1, do this, step 2, do that, step 3, then they have the process of making this thing. That's why, in my experience, again, when I was looking for the answer to what are systems and processes, people gave me the actionables of, no, a system or a process or a system is a collection of processes, and you're supposed to have these in order to be able to scale. I defined scale in my last video, if you don't know what that means, because I didn't know what that meant. So now you've completely lost me, and I have no idea what you're talking about to begin with. So now I'm not going to understand the actionables that you're giving me. Whereas now, we defined scale in the last video. You can go check that out. I will put a card at the end of this video where you can check that out. But the main thing that I want to leave you with is, a system is a collection of processes. A process is a step-by-step guide on how something is achieved. Now, that was a content example. Let me give you one more example, again, from my life, that I use in my consulting business. So in this, very new, I am learning, and this is, again, the skill that I learned through my first iterations. I had 4 failed businesses before this, and I managed to get 4 failed businesses in which I couldn't, my problem was customer acquisition. It was not knowledge. I had all the knowledge in the world, but what I didn't have was the ability to craft an offer. So as soon as I got that ability, then I was able to very quickly, overnight, my cap was 5 clients. I actually have 6 now today. I started the company 2-3 days ago. So, and then in that, these conversations come up internally, and I think to myself, let me share it. So in that, while I am in the process of creating this, there are systems, okay, there are processes being created. My process of customer acquisition is, step 1, this is the offer. If you meet resistance, say this. If you meet more, if you get anything but a yes, say this. As I'm running into it, I'm creating the step-by-step process, and then boom, by the end of this, you will have a yes because our offer is that good. Or you have made a mistake in who we are contacting, and this is not our ideal avatar, because our ideal avatar has no reason to say no to this offer because this is the most valuable. We've made sure of that. Yes? Okay. So step 1, step 2, step 3. Now that's customer acquisition. Now the customer is acquired. Next process, right? Next step, next process. So this is one process where we've acquired the customer. Awesome. Next process is, how are we going to deliver value to this person? How are we going to begin to get points to attack where we can apply pressure and achieve what we want to achieve, which is in our case is the growth of the business. So step 1, you're going to ask this question. Step 2, you're going to ask this question. Step 3, you're going to ask this question. And I'll give you guys the juice for free. Step 1 is, what is the most profitable item? And I didn't say the highest paying. No, the most profitable. As in, if you have an item that you're selling for 2,000, but it costs you 1.5 to make, manufacture, it takes a lot of labor, etc. Versus there's this thing that you don't really have to do much, you don't really have to put much into, and you get maybe 100% profit, but that only means you get $100 versus $50, you know? As in it costs you $50 to make, so you're making 100% profit. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So it's the most profitable item, but you're not making the most net money. But this, for us, this is the thing that we're going to try and push. We're going to try and make this more profitable. So step 2 would be, okay, what cost us the least to make? And then that may be a different item. It's like, okay, we take that into consideration as well. And then step 3 would be, okay, so that right there, most profit, that right there, cost us the least. What item is getting the most sales? Where are we getting the most orders, right? So all I'm trying to get you to understand is, these are things that I can say now and I can reel off now, but having them written down is a fantastic way to practically make sure that when it's time for me to step away from customer acquisition, when I'm getting a marketing team, when I'm getting a sales team, I can say, listen, this is the process. This is how we gain customers. You do this. Follow this script, so that when I'm not getting customers, I will listen to the way that you're delivering the script, because I use that same script and I got customers, which means that there's something wrong with the script, or there's something wrong with the way that you're delivering it. Then we have variables and we have actionables, and we have things, and there's this thing called hiring in threes, but that's a completely different topic. Basically, all I'm saying is, when in the process of creating a business, it serves you, not only serves you, it is necessary if you're thinking about scaling, to actually write down and make it actionable, make it real, make it practical. What are the step-by-step things you need to do? What is procedure in your company? Then when you have procedure for getting the customer, how we're going to deliver value, then when we have those processes, the collection, the system is business. I am Oamoy Sage. Thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy this video and you want to check out the video where I was talking about scale, you can click over here. If you don't want to watch that and you just want to watch another one of my videos, you can click over here. Sage, signing out.